Hi Virgo, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your November 21st to the 30th, 2019 reading for you. Now I ask, if this reading resonates, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and also to subscribe to my channel. So let's see now, Virgo, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Virgo, or Venus, there we go, what this time period has in store for you. So what I'm going to do is just move your extra tarot deck over to the side. This will be used at the end to clarify anything or to delve deeper into a question that might be coming up in the reading. And then I'm moving your Witchling and your Fairy Guidance cards off to the side. And we're just taking the main tarot deck, and we are going to see now what Spirit has to say. So Virgo, November 21st to the 30th, 2019, Virgo. 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 Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. Okay, fantastic. That's where the cards fell, so that's where Spirit wants me to stop. At the center of everything, Virgo, is the Chariot. Now, this is a Cancer energy, a time frame between June 21st, a time frame of June 21st to July 22nd. It is crowned here with the Three of Fire, which is the Three of Wands in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck. The Page of Water, which is a water sign energy, a Pisces, a Scorpio, a Cancer, right? So a strong Cancer presence is within this reading. The Three of Air, right? This is heartbreak and pain. So you have a repeat of the number 3. Know that divinity is right there with you. Okay, you have the Queen of Air, air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Page of Earth, Virgo, that's you shining through. You are represented by the Pentacles, by the Earth in these cards, in the Minor Arcana, by the Hermit in the Major Arcana. And then you have the Emperor, which is a strong Aries presence, all right? This is a time frame of March 21st to April 19th. You are crowned here by the Nine of Air. The King of Earth, which is again you at your heart. You are a king and you are absolutely embracing your power. People are taking note of you. And then you have the Messenger of Water, which is water sign energy, a Pisces, a Scorpio, a Cancer. So you have a strong water sign presence here. See your fairy guidance. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. Virgo, November 21st to the 30th, 2019, Virgo. November 21st to the 30th, 2019, Virgo. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. Love. Oh, I love it when love shows up. And dreams. Virgo, November 21st to the 30th, 2019, Virgo. November 21st to the 30th, 2019, Virgo. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. Right here, this one, which is opportunity and euphoria. So we start with opportunity, and this says the world is full of opportunities waiting to be discovered. Don't limit yourself. And I'm really seeing this within your reading. There's a sense of your mind just being on point. There's a sense here of your heart being open to new opportunities. You are claiming your power. You know where it is that you stand, and you're being open to new ideas. So here with opportunity, know that things are going to come your way that you might never have expected for yourself, or you might have thought, oh my gosh, this just isn't me. You're going to find that it is. So here, trust your gut. The color that shines through is yellow, and that's healing and cleansing your solar plexus chakra. Trust your gut during this time, definitely. You are going to have a sixth sense to things. Really listen to it. Then we have euphoria, and this says, euphoria is the cosmic connection to the magic within and around you. Look at the wonder of it all. Don't sit there and think, oh my gosh, it's supposed to be this way, or oh my gosh, this or that. Look at the beauty of things. Look at the joy, look at the happiness, and that's really going to move you forward in euphoria, in just a sense of love. Because here, and the color that shines through here is red. That's healing and cleansing the root chakra. Because here you have love shining through. And this says, love is the base essence of our being, devoid of all pride and fear. Love is the essence of yourself. And Virgo, you are so compassionate. You are so caring. You are the type who will go above and beyond for those you love. And so here, embracing love and embracing your heart is going to be absolutely beneficial for you. and not letting pride or fear get in the way, not being a very kind of tit-for-tat type of person. If they do this, you'll do that. If they do this, then you'll do that. It's saying, I love and I'm open to the joys, the heartbreak, and the beauty of love. Then we have dreams. And this says, dreams see the possible pathways of our future that act as a roadmap of our actions. And that's the truth. Dreams are going to be guiding you forward. You're going to be seeing things and getting insights through your dreams. So I would definitely recommend having a little dream journal by your bed, or, talking into your phone. Or if you don't like doing any of that, just laying back before you start your day and kind of letting thoughts just enter your head. Not of what needs to be done, but they're going to be of your dreams, of what you want, of where you're heading and what you desire. So it's going to be a sense here of really letting yourself connect with the messages of spirit before you start each day. And that's going to be really beneficial to you, because at your heart is a power source. I mean, you have this chariot energy, all right? This chariot energy, this Cancer energy. You have the chariot right here. Again, a time frame of June 21st to July 22nd. You know what you want. You know the way that you want to move forward. You're going to have a flood of ideas during the day and at night. There's going to be inspiration around you. And then this leads you to your kingliness. This leads you to a sense of being that actor upon the stage, knowing what it is that you desire, knowing how it is that you want to move forward, and saying, this is my time and this is who I am. So with the King of Earth, this is you. You are crowned here with the antlers. Yes, he has the crown upon his head, but the antlers in mythology, in ancient times, they showed a king, right? Stags are a symbol of a king. So here, you have that power moving you forward. You have that kingliness that you are embracing. You're that actor upon the stage. People are going to be taking note of you. And know that, yes, it can be overwhelming, because you have things that you want to accomplish at this time, but you have the king and you have the emperor here. So there's a power to you. There's a sense that people are going to take notice, even if they don't want to, and even if you don't want them to, all right? They are going to be taking note of you. So just be mindful of that during this time. And also know that your emotions are going to be leading you forward. Your passion is going to be guiding you. What it is that your heart wants is really going to be at the center of you for this time, from the 21st to the 30th of November. Your heart is your guiding force and your guiding light. You are crowned here by the 3 of fire. This is moving forward. This is seeing your ships come in. This is going after your passion. This is going after what it is that you want. This is also seeing things come in a way that you hadn't expected or hadn't anticipated and might not have thought of. So don't limit yourself. Don't sit there and say, okay, it can only be like this. Have yourself open to wonder and to beauty, because with the 9 of air, the 9 of air is doubts and fears, because there is something that's coming here for you, Virgo. There's some way that you are moving forward that you're going to be like, oh no, I can't do that. No, it's not right. I can't. It's too much. I'm too scared. I'm too overwhelmed. Up late at night, you might not be sleeping well. Okay, be very conscious of your sleeping, because when you sleep at night, that's when your body heals. Right? If you're not sleeping at night, your body isn't going to heal the way that it needs to. Make sure you're taking care of yourself. And I know I'm guilty of this. I know most people are guilty of this. We push and we push and we push. We try to cram so many things into the hours of the day. So know here with the 9 of air, with the 9 of swords, this is worry, this is doubt, this can be working so hard that you're like, no, I don't have time for this. And you don't want to burn out. You don't want to be burning the candle at both ends. Also know that the things that you are fretting about, the things that have you worried and overwhelmed, it's because you're looking at the future and you might not be able to see things the way that divinity has them planned for you. And that's a huge thing. All right, it's divine timing. It's divine grace that moves us forward. Because if you ever notice in life, sometimes the things that are the greatest things we ever did are not the things that we had planned for ourselves. It's like, oh no, I'm going to be doing this. Like, I'm really focused on A, but an opportunity comes your way, and you're like, well, yeah, why not? And that's what I really see life as. It's kind of like taking the opportunities that come your way. And what I mean by this is I was terrified, absolutely terrified. And Spirit is saying, share this story, so I will. I was terrified of starting a tarot channel. I thought, oh my gosh, people are going to laugh. Oh my gosh, I'm a very shy, private person, so getting up and talking in front of everybody was just terrifying to me. I thought, oh my gosh, and all the reasons why I shouldn't. And there was one reason why I should. I love it. And, why not? So that is what I'm saying to you. There is something here that your heart is going to be leading you to do. Your mind is going to be saying, oh no, You can't possibly. It's overwhelming. It's scary. What if people listen to you? What if they don't listen to you? Everything like that. Go forward. Go after your dreams. Go after yourself, because the Queen of Air is with you. This is an air sign energy, a Gemini, a Libra, and Aquarius at your root. It can be somebody within your life, but it's also your mind shining through. It's your wisdom gracing you. There's, excuse me, there's a sense of having a mask on. And I'm not saying that in a bad way. I'm saying it in a way that you are going after your truth. But there is a sense here of your power, your grace, and your beauty. You're not going to want everybody to see who you truly are. There's going to be a way that you use kind of words as a barrier. But there's also wisdom that's going to come in. And you're going to be able to see things more clearly. You're going to be able to take flight towards what it is that you want. This is your mind being the queen, okay? And this is your heart holding the messages that you need, right? There is a sense here with the messenger of earth. Now, this is with the messenger of water. This is a water sign energy, a Pisces, a Scorpio, a Cancer. Strong, again, Cancer presence within this reading. Little things are going to be coming your way that are going to be very important. They're actually going to inspire you and activate your mind in a way that you hadn't thought possible, or in a way that you've kind of poo-pooed. Now you're going to be moving forward. Now you're going to be seeing things and going after things in a light that is really quite beautiful and beneficial to you. Right? So know here that yes, it can be an air sign energy and a water sign energy that you work very closely with this at this time, or are inspired by. But it's also your heart and your mind that is guiding you forward. Really listen to yourself, because here, that's where the inspiration comes from. You're going to want to be practical about the whole entire thing. You're going to kind of want to have a bit of a blueprint, a bit of a spreadsheet, and say, okay, A equals B, and I'm going to be able to put these all together and move myself forward. But here, it's being a student of the wonderful. It's being a student of the wondrous. It's really sitting there, and again, antlers upon the head, the connection with your majesty. And as you do so, you're going to be releasing heartbreaks, but also embracing heartbreaks. It's like, okay, this has devastated me. This has held me back. But if you see here with the birds, they all have little crowns upon their heads. So you are going to be graced with messages that move you forward. You are going to be graced with ideas and insights that move you to the place that you need to be. And why the hurt and the pain is coming up, and why you're being a student of it, is because there has been something that has held you back. And it has been a way that you defined yourself. It has been a pain that needs to be kind of released, right? It's kind of like putting a leech on something. In the Middle Ages, they used to believe in bleeding people. Still, it is an effective remedy for certain ailments, but they did it a lot, right? And it was considered to purge the blood. So new blood would come that was healthy to get rid of the old, toxic blood. And that's what the medieval people, or the ancient people, would believe. And I see this 3 of air. It's as a purging, right? I see it as a leech kind of being put on the skin. Yes, it's painful. Yes, it's gross, okay? But here, it's letting out the pain that has been put on the shelf and hidden away, and said, I don't have time for this. But it comes up. It's that weakness. It's kind of like, I view the 3 of air, the 3 of swords. It's like when you had a broken bone, okay, and the bone healed, or you tore your ligaments and tendons, and it healed. But it still acts up every now and then. You'll still have, the ankle that pains you, or, the wrist that pains you, or something like that. And here, with the 3 of air, it's like that pain is going to come up, but it's not going to hold you back, because you're going to be looking at something, and it can be coming up because you're doing something new. It can be coming up because this is a fantastic time for you to start learning, planning, figuring things out, going after what you want, right? And you're darn good at what you want to do. The kingly energy about you is coming. And so this pain here is like the 9 of air, the 9 of swords, is the sense of, you can't do this. How could you possibly think that you can move forward in happiness and joy? How can you possibly think that you can love your life? How can you possibly think that this mistake will not follow you forever and ever and ever? But you're getting messages of water. You're getting messages of the heart. Listen to them as they move you forward, because your heart brings you to being a king. Your kingliness, your way of being on this earthly plane, you're having your footsteps firmly planted in the ground. You're having your feet firmly planted in the ground, not your footsteps, right? Because in ancient Greece, they used to say at eulogies, you could see that a person stood here. And I'm paraphrasing. You could see that a person stood here. And that's important. They meant that their impact on this earth left their footprints. And that's what I'm seeing here. You can see that you stood here. You're making an impact on this earth. It's not your carbon footprint or anything like that. It's your heart. That's what people will remember. And I'm not trying to get morbid or anything like that. But we think about the nows. We think about the ways that we want to achieve our greatness. And for so many of us, we will never be A-list movie stars. We will never be, founders of multi-billion-dollar corporations. All right? And yet our society seems to think that that's how we judge success. It's how big your bank account is and how many people know your name. I'm telling you here, Virgo, the way you judge success, and you judge success by the heart. Okay? You are an astoundingly caring, compassionate person. To have your footprints be in the ground. Okay? Impacted in the ground. You open your mind to the ways of your heart, to the messages that your heart is giving you. That makes you into a king. It moves you forward as the emperor. Now, the emperor is an Aries energy, okay? So this can be an Aries that comes into your life as you're studying, as you're planning, as you're looking at things, as you're looking at how you want to move forward. Aries energy can come in. And you might be like, oh my gosh. Or look at the time frame, March 21st, April 19th of 2019. And some idea that you had from then, or something that you had, or even like looking back, if you have a journal or a diary, looking back at that time, kind of flipping through things, just getting inspired by that time. But I like to just think about some time periods, some things that happen, when the cards come up. When the cards come up and I see that it means the past, it's like, okay, what happened then? And sometimes really big things happened at that time and you're like, oh, that's what you were talking about. But sometimes it's really small things. It's like, wow, I went on a really great hike that time, during this time. And I found that really inspiring. Think of it that way. So here, with the Emperor, there is a sense of you coming into your power. There is a sense of you claiming your throne. The Emperor, I always see the Emperor like David and like Solomon. And I know if you listen to my channel, I always say this. But the reason why I love that example is because they're so beautifully flawed in the Torah, in the New Testament, in the Old Testament. They are so flawed, okay? But they are the greatest kings. They are so flawed because they are human. And nobody takes away their humanity. Nobody says they have to be perfect. They say they are human, and that's their connection with the divine. That's their connection with God. Here, I see the negative of the Emperor being like Nero, who played his fiddle as Rome burnt. It's kind of like, it's all about me, and I'm not going to learn from my mistakes. But I have this power force. I have this passion, this creativity, this desire, this sense of abundance, to push forward and bend people to my will. Here, Virgo, you are being like David and like Solomon. Be wary of the people who are like Nero, or be wary of getting so caught up in the results that you are getting that you come across like Nero, because that can be devastating. Here, you are moving forward. You are pushing yourself to what it is that you want, and you're being a student of your heart. This is a time to be a student. This is a time to learn, to say, I don't have all the answers. And kind of if we came to life as a student, if we came to life always as a curious child, and saying, okay, I don't have all the answers. I don't know everything. And I'm not going to sit here and scream and shout at the person across from me and say, I know more than you. I know more than you. It's like, let's learn from each other. Let's build. Let's understand. Let's grow as individuals in wonder and in beauty. Because there's a sense of wonder about you as you embrace what you desire. Because here with the 9 of air, it's like, oh my gosh, I can't. It's too much. It's overwhelming. It's doubtful. It's fearful. But you are the king. You can. And I forget which philosopher or king philosopher said the king is the poorest of his subjects because he is always tethered to them. He can never move away from the weight of his throne. Right? And that's what you can feel at times. Embracing greatness. Embracing your greatness, even if it doesn't make you Bill Gates, even if it doesn't win you millions, even if you don't become, a household name. But embracing your greatness, your reason for being on this earth, Virgo. All right? That you're going to doubt and fear because of it. Because when you get closer and closer to your truth, when you get closer and closer and closer to your heart's path, to the reason why you were supposed to be here, the negative starts coming. The heartbreak, the pain, the disappointment, it starts to come. The sense of, oh my gosh, I'm not worthy. I'm not worthy to move forward. I'm not worthy to be happy. Look at all the mistakes I made. Look how hard it is for me and how easy it is for everybody else. No, put it aside. Put that sense of lack and say, I might not be worthy, but I am. I might not right now. No, right now I might not. There we go. Think that I am worthy, but I am. I am, and I move forward. And I take in the messages because I embrace the heartbreak. And I know that every single person who is walking this path has gone through the heartbreak too. I cannot live without pain, though I would like to. Though you want to be the caregiver, though you want to be the one to take away the pain, Virgo. Right? You can't. And that is one of the hardest lessons for you. It is not to pull away. That's why you're represented by the Hermit in the Major Arcana. It is not to pull away. It is to say, all right, I now study my heart, my soul. I am the Hermit. I am the person who gains wisdom from the quiet. And I am moving forward as a king because of that. Like a prophet king. Let's see here. How do you embrace your kingliness? Okay. And your power while overcoming the doubts and the fears that will hold you back, the anxiety that wants to hold you back here. All right, let's see. Because there's so much power around you. There's so high a connection, especially at your root. And it's with the divine feminine, meaning it comes from love. I'm not saying that divine masculine doesn't, but yeah. Okay. So at your heart, right here, 5 of Swords. Okay, I'm going to be quiet and just lay these out. There you are, King of Earth again. King of Pentacles. That makes sense. Okay. So what we have here is simply complex. It's simple and complex. At your heart, we have the Moon and we have the 5 of Swords. So here it's as if the angel is taking them away, taking the pain and the horror of life and saying no more. But here, you feel like a fallen angel. And I know that sounds funny, but with the Moon, it's about fear. It's about doubts. And the Moon is a time period, February 19th to March 20th. It's also a Pisces. It's the Pisces time period. It's Pisces energy right here. Your heart is what's guiding you. And that's where your kingliness comes from, as we said before. But here with the 5 of Swords, it's feeling overwhelmed. It's feeling outnumbered. It's feeling as if you will always be fighting. And that's where the fear comes from. It's like, will I always be fighting towards what I love or for what I love, for where I stand, for where I want to be? And the fact of the matter is that you're crowned just as love shines through in your guidance. You're crowned with the Lover's card. And that's where you're moving forward here with the 3 of Fire. You're moving towards love. Now, the Lover's energy is a Gemini energy, right? A time frame of May 21st to June 20th. You are embracing what you love. You're also embracing the duality of your nature. And that's coming together with, again, your kingliness. You are claiming your throne. You know your power. You are speaking your truth. And people are taking note of you, right? Even though you feel overwhelmed, know that if you follow your heart, if you listen to your heart, even that which seems terrifying will become beautiful. At your root is, again, the Queen of Air is topped by the Queen of Cups. So there's a sense of love. There's a sense of queenliness at your roots. And that's being the director behind the scenes. That's wanting to be quiet. That's wanting to take everything in. With your mind and your heart, you are taking things in. And there is something from your childhood that is coming up. Some sort of message here that is going to come. It's going to directly relate to your childhood. It can be the doubts and the fears that you had, but it can also be the hopes, the dreams, and the aspirations. With the 3 of Swords, there's a sense here of being protected from the hurt. Now, you have the 3 of Swords over here. So here, as the Page of Earth, you're being a student, and know that your angels are protecting you as you are a student, as you are being guided forward, and they are kind of pushing away I see this as the Grim Reaper, death, destruction, heartbreak, pain, you're being protected from it. And that's what's bringing you to the Three of Cups. Now, the Three of Cups for me is betrayal by somebody who you once trusted. So here, the cup is spilling. There's a sense of tears. There's a sense of being overwhelmed. And that's on top of the Three of Air, which is again the Three of Swords. So the repeat of the number 3 in this line really does mean that divinity walks with you. And that's why you're being the student. That's why you have the Page of Earth here. That's why you're taking so much in. And as you know, you can't trust everyone. As you know that the truth of your heart lies within you, lies within your power. That has you facing fears that you have carried with you for quite some time. These aren't new fears. These aren't new apprehensions. This is something that has held you back for years, for generations, okay? For lifetimes, right? And there's the lighthouse right here. I don't know if you can see it, okay? Your ships, as they come in, as you're being guided, you are seeing the light, and it comes from your heart. It comes from your mind, because I believe fully that we are emotional beings. We come from a place of emotion. And those emotions dictate our thoughts. They dictate our hearts, right? Because our emotions impact our hearts. And as we move forward, if we can come from a place of emotional understanding, then we come from a place of power. But if we can also come from a place of, I know that my emotions are too invested in this. I know that I need to step back. I need to be that queen. Not the king, not the actor upon the stage, but the queen, the person who steps back, the person who takes it in. That is going to be so empowering for you. Because you have here the Seven of Pentacles. Now here, the Seven of Pentacles is a fight over prosperity, but it's also a fight between the darkness and the light, the angels and the demons. But that is a fight of life. You know, when a plant is growing, when a harvest is coming, when, you've put in time and effort and work into something, the crop can fail or the crop can succeed. So here, there's that sense of a failure and success coming together. And it's over the Emperor. It's embracing the balance of life. And it's saying that you don't have control over things the way that you might want to. But you have to let things move forward. And you have to do your very best. Claim your power, claim your truth. And walk in your power. Because you're the tiebreaker here. Okay? Light and dark. Day and night. You need them both. Good and evil. How would you know the difference between either one if you only lived in one or the other? So here, it's finding that balance. It's understanding that truth of life, that dichotomy, that different sides of a coin. But it's what makes life life. And then with the Six of Swords, you move forward. You move forward, and at times you will be like, I can't do this. At times you will need to be comforted, and at other times you will be the comforter. You will be the support. Be kind to yourself at both times. You're moving forward with your knowledge, with your understanding, and it leads you to being that student. It leads you to being the King of Pentacles, but also the one who can mourn the pain, the one who sees the hardship of this earth with with the Six of Swords over the Page of Water. There is a sense of needing to heal, of needing to move forward, of needing to be the student of what you desire so that you can change the outcomes. And so that you can embrace the duality of yourself. Your subconscious message for this reading is the Seven of Fire, the Seven of Wands. You're going to feel like you need to fight, just like here. You're going to feel like you need to fight. But the fight will not bring you the results that you want. Don't roll over and play dead. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying choose your battles wisely. Don't step on every crack. My mom, my great-grandmother, used to always say, if you step on every crack, you will step on every stone, you will not get to the other side of the river. So do not step on every stone. Walk with confidence and have long strides. Walk with purpose. And don't think that everybody has to be on your side. They might never understand you, and that's okay. Your subconscious message for this reading, well, not for this reading, but for the clarification, is justice. Okay, this is a Libra energy, a time frame of September 23rd to October 22nd. You might be doubting that there's ever going to be justice, and this might be something that you feel like you need to fight for. You feel like, okay, if I do not fight for my justice, I will never be there. I will never get it. And there's not enough time in this life for the justice to come, for the redemption to lead you forward. And what the cards are saying is there is. You're embracing justice. You're embracing understanding. Subconsciously, that's what you're being guided by. And that's why you're letting in so many changes, and that's why you're embracing such power. Because you're balancing the scales. All right, Virgo. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. And may harmony always be with you. Bye.